Today, Grandma Marisa invites us into her home in Mexico City. I crack a lot of cheesy jokes, and she teaches us to bring shrimp and ripe avocados together into a refreshing appetizer that will delight your friends with its savory simplicity. My name is Erik, and I'm on a mission to learn to make amazing Mexican food. Not surprisingly, the best chefs in Mexico are Mexican grandmothers. Come with me as these grandma chefs teach us authentic recipes that we can make at home. We'll eat a lot of great food, and we'll have a lot of adventures too. Grandma Marisa lives just a short walk from Frida Kahlo's house in a neighborhood called Coyoacán, which is the only neighborhood I would ever want to live in if I lived in Mexico City. Ha! I totally stole a lime off of her neighbor's tree. It was way better than the other limes I'd gotten at the supermarket. Grandma Marisa met me at the gate and showed me the beautiful courtyard where she'd be teaching me a dish that's so darn simple, I'm surprised I've never thought of it before. ¿Y sabes qué? Cuando estuve caminando por aquí, robé un limón.
Con razón lo encontré fuera de la bolsa.
Súper cerca.
Sí.
No sé si me vieron o no. Ok, el primer paso es...
Vamos a partir los limones.
Ok. En total, ¿cuántos limones? These aren't raw shrimp, by the way. They've been previously cooked. Tienes que ver esto.
Sí.
Mira, tiene sombrero.
Sí, para que salga la sal.
Y entonces en total usaremos como 5 limones?
Sí.
This is the lime that I stole from the neighbor's tree, and it's a lot better than the ones that we got at the supermarket. Look at the difference between these two limes. This one I stole from the neighbor's house, and this one I got at the supermarket. This one is just absolutely bursting at the seams with lime juice, and this one, we had to squeeze it so hard just to get a few drops out.
Luego se pica el perejil.
Okay. Siempre lleva perejil esta
Siempre
receta.
lleva.
Es importante. We have a little visitor. I think that the cat has smelled that there's tuna in the area. I'm going to give it just a little bit. Let's be nice, you know? Everyone deserves to have a little snack. Let's see how picky this cat is. I thought it would like it. ¿Y se pone sal por esta receta?
No, porque esto ya tiene sal.
Sí, me imagino. I hate to make you cry, but it's time to chop some onions. I never would have guessed this show would be such a tearjerker. You know, actually today, Marisa and I, we were going to make a mole, was the first idea. But when I got here, she told me, we're out of gas. We don't have any fuel to cook with, so we had to change to something that you don't need fire for. And I'm really glad that we did, because we didn't have to be inside the kitchen. We were able to be out here enjoying the sunset and making something that's a bit more fresh. ¿Y usted le gusta cocinar?
Me gusta cocinar, pero planchar no me gusta.
No, yo tampoco. Por eso tengo mi ropa arrugada. Yo no soy el mejor chef, por eso estoy haciendo este show. Para aprender, la verdad es que lo necesito.
Sí.
Yo recuerdo cuando estuve en la universidad, dije a mi cita, voy a cocinar para ti comida china, voy a cocinar para ti comida china. Y al final ella estaba como listo que yo cocinara para ella. Y dije, vamos a un restaurante chino.
También con lo que tiene uno que tener mucho cuidado es con los cuchillos. Porque
Por supuesto.
en un lado tantito que se distraiga, ya se cortó.
A mí me gustaría tener un guante de hierro. Mejor no. But every grandmother I've cooked with has a different way of picking which kind of tomatoes she likes. Sometimes I just like to go to the markets and watch people pick tomatoes and see how they get to know the tomato, what they look for. One grandmother told me, you really want tomatoes that are really, really ripe to make a salsa. You want tomatoes that are really ripe and already kind of squishy in your hands. But I imagine for a dish like this that you serve fresh and you don't cook it all, it would be better to have them be a little bit more firm and not mushy at all. I now realize, 7 episodes later, that every single dish I've learned from these Mexican grandmothers calls for plenty of tomato. Tomatoes, along with chiles, corn, and onion, make up the basis of Mexican cuisine.
Bueno, casi las que yo te digo que las rojas son las suizas.
Con mucha queso encima.
Queso.
Es interesante que lo llaman enchiladas suizas porque en Suecia no están haciendo enchiladas.
Sí.
Creo que sería una gran sorpresa para la gente en Suecia
que supieran que aquí se comen sus enchiladas.
Bueno, y ahora el jitomate está ya vuelto, todo está
Todo
dentro.
ya está dentro, sí.
Okay.
Ya está todo revuelto.
Y ahora estamos poniendo, ¿esto es aceite de oliva?
De oliva, sí.
Okay. Y también me dices cuando es demasiado. Ok, voy a dar la vuelta. ¿Sabes qué? Me da un poquito de pena que vamos a servir atún encima de un plato que tiene un pescado. Es como lastimar más. Ok, y ahora cortamos los aguacates.
A la mitad, sí.
A la mitad. Este tiene vergüenza porque está por la cámara. ¿Viste? You know, I'm really excited to serve this to my friends in Portland this coming summer. I think they're really going to enjoy this dish. I didn't think when I came to Mexico to learn to cook here that I would be making stuffed avocados. It's not like a recipe that had occurred to me like mole or enchiladas, but I'm really glad that I'm learning to make it. Let's see. ¿Y cuánto lo debo poner?
Lo que tú le calcules más o menos que se come la gente.
Y que puede caber sin caer. Okay, voy a poner otra y un poquito de la salsa. That looks good. Alright, it's going to be hard to wait. We're going to put these on this plate here. This is going to be a really beautiful plate when we're finished. This time I'm going to do one that has both tuna and a little bit of shrimp. You know, I don't think that tuna and shrimp ever really would have guessed that they'd be hanging out like this, but here we are. Never say never. Ya quiero hacer unas margaritas. Estoy pensando en hacer unas margaritas antes que empezamos. Look how beautifully these turned out. What a wonderful party platter to bring to a Mexican potluck. Stuffed avos are the three most important things: tasty, good for you, and easy to make. Okay, señora Marisa, lo hicimos.
Lo hicimos.
Okay, ¿cuál te late más? Lo de
sea,
atún. A mí me gusta
Este de
camarón. Ok, perfecto. Cada uno tiene suyo. Ok, a probar. Ya siento como estoy por el mar, por la playa. This is really refreshing. You need to make this for your friends when it's hot outside. Serve it with some cold beer, perhaps a Corona, or with a margarita would be nice as well. I'm your host, Erik, and this has been another delicious episode of Grandma's Cooking.